of scruffy shade under the tree with garbage along the fence. We are told of the bitterness of life here, poverty, rape, often violence, despite some new post-apartheid housing and projects. This is a very hard place, say the project's pioneer leaders, recovering from a very hard history. The people come bearing their pain and their wounds. There's a low spiral wall where everyone sits to pass the carved talking stick. Before and after each session, each person thinks and carefully speaks when they receive it. A young girl, her new name is Beauty, and who is beautiful indeed, keeps laughing after crippling mental health crises and terrible domestic violence. Life and energy bursting out of her sorrow. She speaks so proudly of her transformation, so proudly of her studies at the township's university, of her qualification. One day everyone hopes to become a proper psychologist. Another woman speaks of the dark side, the terror. A Sangoma, a traditional healer, visits and is honoured, bringing ancient wisdom. At lunchtime, people crowd together, women and men, seniors and children. Two girls sing, and everybody listens. Some people bear witness. Times have been hard, people tell. A small, graceful ritual of water and candles is held to protect and heal us all. We honour each other before sharing food together in that ancient way that humans do. One day there for us, mother and early teenage son together coming from another country will be remembered always. We are welcomed with generosity, greeted over and over by people who have nothing. My son drums in the heat in the middle of the dusty expanse, the only white person in the music circle among the huge African drums, joining in with rather scary-looking expert drummers. He bravely plays blues guitar too. In the sharp sun, I am requested to be with a women's group. We talk of abuse and loss, of the gaping wounds of domestic violence, of repeated sexual assaults and rape. For some, if not all the women, this is the stuff of their lives, most days. They console each other and warmly share with me. I am humbled. We gather together towards the end, passing the talking stick for the last time. People contribute what they feel or can. Some talk of wild, sad feelings. Some cry and speak of the agony of friends raped as children or with raped babies. Some talk of pleasure in our presence, and unexpectedly, some talk of butterflies. A postscript. On another of my visits alone a few years later, the scary expert drummers, remember my son. Where is your wonderful son, the musician? That day, after some brief words together, everyone agrees and they leave an empty chair in the talking stick circle for him.